time for some more Contrail Propaganda. I've done this map before with only 4-star guards and only 4-star snipers. Now it's time for specialists to do it. Surprisingly, we only needed 6 of them, when guards and snipers needed 10 or more. Contrail is just that good. It's because of how hard she cheeses the boss. Verdant and Ethan are just there to clear a few trash mobs, so we can deal with the early bears while preserving Contrail's skill for later. And Rope needs to do a bit of damage to the drone to help Contrail kill it in one skill later. Jaya and Gravel kill the bears on the side lanes. Surprisingly, Gravel has enough damage to kill all the bears herself. Rope also helps Verdant not die to random bears, though he usually survives if Rope isn't there. It's a bit RNG. Because Verdant has almost zero defense, he's basically a ranged unit on a melee tile when it comes to physical. Even with the drone there, Jaya can just out-heal it really easily, because the Harpoon's ranged attack is really weak. In the meantime, Contrail kills everything in the center. Her skill ults so fast that the Emperor Blade can't kill her in the downtime. And that's almost everything cleaned up. All we have are a few Harpoons and the second phase. Oh, and the drone of course, but that's one Contrail skill away from death. So all that's left is to set up the transition on the boss. When you're playing with only one class and it's not Vanguards, DP becomes a really serious issue. Sometimes you need to stall enemies to buy time for DP to generate. But this boss is a massive wimp, so he's a bit hard to stall. There is a solution though. It's the black smoke that he makes. Once you pop it, he does get damage reduction. We can use that to buy ourselves time for DP to generate. Rope is there just to help stall the Harpoon for Contrail to kill it. She can kill it in one skill, but if the Harpoon has nothing to attack, they'll walk past too quickly. Ethan absorbs the black fog to keep it away from the center, but we have exactly one tile for the boss to become tankier. And Contrail finishes off the drone. She is one hit away from doing it without Rope's help. So if she ever gets a model, she will absolutely be able to do that, with damage to spare. Now, Jaya is still killing the Emperor's Blade too quickly, so anytime Gravel is back up, we need to retreat Jaya. The goal here is mostly to wait for timers, and to set up the transition for the second phase. The 5 Harpoons in the end come really quickly, so we need to have enough DP to set up everything. Contrail will do most of the damage to the boss in his second phase. And we just need to get rid of one of his black fogs. Verdant will actually out DPS Ethan on this boss, even without using his skill, so he can eat the black fog very comfortably. If you're wondering how it works with Doe Keepers, if Verdant is in the black fog, he will get one shot, the Doe won't save him. This is because the one shot in the fog is basically a forced retreat, it's not a question of damage. Shields won't save you from it for the same reason. It's just a command to the operator to retreat, but without giving you DP. Once again we're stalling in the fog, because we want DP, that's why Jaya isn't deployed either. Once the fog is down, we retreat Ethan. We have to move him for the last wave. And then, Contrail becomes untargetable, so we just need to move the last 2 fogs away from the boss, because he doesn't need any more damage resistance. One goes to Jaya, another to Gravel. If you don't have any valid target, he will just drop the fog on himself and gain the damage resistance from it, which we no longer want. Contrail's job is done, she will be back shortly. Now we have almost 99 DP for the second, or rather the third phase. We leave him on one hit, and Ethan can finish the job. Just buying a few extra seconds on the redeployment time. Once the boss is dead, the smoke reduces enemy attack speed instead of just yours. This can be used to stow the harpoons, and it's usually how this wave is handled in clears. Surprisingly, in this case I didn't actually want too much of the smoke, because if they attack more often they walk slower, and they don't actually have the damage to kill Verdant. So it was better to have the smoke be away from the center, because it led to the harpoons making their way forward slower. With the help of the smoke, Jaya wins the 1v1, Oro stows the last one, and the center gets wrecked by Ethan, Contrail, with a bit of help from Verdant in damage, and a lot of help for tanking. We are a bit short on killing him, but Ethanov's skill has high enough attack to finish him off. And finally, Jaya gets a free kill. GG. This would have been completely impossible without Contrail. The way he cheeses the boss with invisibility is not something I can replicate with any of my other operators, even if I don't limit myself to specialists.
The two long white plumes up in the sky? Yeah, those are mine.